us a line. All you've got to do is send us a tweet at Motty's Mike, MOTTYSMIC, and I will give you a mention on the airwaves at half time. And it's glorious weather here at Stray Dog. I'm sure that's a sunny dog, and it is. It's changed a bit over. It's quite some interesting.
Hello there, everybody in Tonsland today. So, how are you all feeling before today's match? This is a road to the league title that started last September with a win in sunny Ealing, and it does finish today. Over the last few weeks, we have been going through lots of different permutations with how this league can turn out. There were about 6 weeks ago, there were 5 teams who could have potentially won the league. We're now down to 2 potential options. Clapton win today and they win the league. Clapton lose or draw today and Stonewall win. As Alexander Solzhenitsyn may have said, simples. So we're just going to do a quick sound check. Can somebody get in touch with us and just let us know if you are able to hear us as the Toms come out onto the pitch? Okay, so I'm going to carry on while we wait to see if we've got sound. Well, oh, yep, we do have sound, that's good. Okay, so this game, as those of you tuned in about a fortnight ago, you'll know that Stonewall, who are the other team who can win this league, they finished off their campaign a fortnight ago with a win against Eastfield. So that leaves them on 41 points and Clapton are on 39. Hence the need for a win today. This is, technically speaking, an away game. FC Roast, who we're playing against, they're based in Islington. But they decided to move the game here just because we were expecting a bumper crowd with the weather that we've got. And their ground isn't particularly big, and Arsenal were being a bit of a pain and wouldn't let us use the Emirates. So here we are in lovely Walthamstow. As you can see, the weather is pretty nice at the moment, but it has been showers on and off, and the weather forecast suggests that we might get 4 seasons worth of weather over the next 2 hours. So that could just throw a bit of randomness into the mix. Just before they get going, I will take you through the squads. So for Clapton, we have in goal Dan Amfossi. In defence, Stefan Kilron, Liam Smith, Yassine Rabia. Number 5, Josh Dolphin. Number 6 in midfield, our player coach, Jeff Okran. Number 7 on the wing, Josh Adiokan. Number 8, Steph Nielsen, our free kick specialist. Number 9, our top scorer of the season, Sherwin Stanley. We're going to need a good performance from him today. Number 10, Elliot Crosby. And number 11, Jake Stevens. So, that's how the Clapton squad line up. FC Roast, they played against us in about October. They drew with us 4-4 then here in Walthamstow. They're currently sitting 9th in the table, but they do have 2 games left to play. They're going to be playing today, and then they sign off their season next. Expect them to win. So if they win today and next week, they could potentially get up to 7th in the league. So there is a good incentive for them to try and ruin our crack today. So playing for them, we've got in goal number 1 Charles Beans, number 2 Toby Mason, number 3 Stephen Hargadden, nicknamed Boo. Those of you who have been reading the interviews pre-match up to this week, you might have noticed him saying, and I quote, "I would love nothing more than to see their smiles and joy turn to despair and misery as we crush their hopes and dreams." So, big talking man there, Steve Boo Hargadden. We'll see if he can back up that big talking with some big play. So, carrying on, number 4, we've got Conor Larkin. Number 5 is the gloriously bearded Cormac Corn. Andrew Bro. Number 8 is the club chairman and founding member, James Carty. Number 9, Bradley Barraclough. Number 10, Max Taglia Pietra. And number 11, Chris Cleary. So, in in terms of key players for them, as I've mentioned, we've got Stephen Parkadden and his mouth. We also have Bradley Barraclough, who, as I mentioned, is going to be playing at number 9 up front for them. He's the top scorer this season and is next Lincoln City prospect. So he does know his way around the football pitch. He's got 26 goals so far this season, has Bradley. Okay, so we look like we're just about ready to get underway here. We must just be going on for 3 o'clock now. In fact, we are just after 3. So in typical Middlesex County League style, we are starting a little late, but that's okay. There's no particular rush today. In a couple of hours' time, it definitely will be if we win. So Clapton playing in red and white, playing from left to right as the camera is, towards the Italians. And we're underway here in Walthamstow. So, 2 halves of football to decide an entire season for the Tons here. If you'd have asked any of us back in around January whether we could have been, I think you'd have got some pretty strange looks. So we have Jake Stevens there, just trying to make it in on the corner, but it is knocked away, and it's going to go for an early corner to be taken by Steph Nielsen. Clapton keeping quite a few players back at this early stage in the game. No point in blowing your load too early. Okay, here comes the ball in. It does get knocked away and back to Nielsen for another cross, and several players up for it, but none of them could quite get to it. Yassine Rabia sending the ball back in there. And coming across the box. Good effort there from Josh Adolphin, but couldn't quite get it through. And now FC Roast coming up in the other direction. FC Roast playing in the green and white hoops. Second time in a fortnight, well, second time in a week that we've been playing against green and white hoops. Last week we were in the Anagram Records Trophy final against Catholic United. They absolutely pumped us 5-1, but that was, it was to be expected when we were coming into that. They're 2 divisions higher than us, so it was a spirited performance from the Tons, but they were just they were outclassed really. These guys though, as I mentioned, Irish Heritage side. They also have what has to be the coolest badge in English football. If you've not seen it, check it out on the internet. It's basically a cow with a fag in his mouth and a pint of Guinness. They have been selling a limited number of shirts at the game today, and I've got myself one just because it's an awesome badge. But I am refraining from wearing it because people might give me funny looks. Although perhaps not as funny looks as the 2 fans who've shown up today dressed as cows. They are Clapton fans, I can assure you, but we do have a couple of cows here today. It is quite a carnival atmosphere here in the sun. Plenty of people in the stand, plenty of noise. Got lots of kids sat up on top of the Clapton dugout to get a nice view of the day. So ball goes back to Ampossi to start making their way back up the pitch again here. Ball comes in and Stanley is sent to the ground. It's no call from the ref. Oh no, it has gone. Have Stanley injured early on today. Top goal scorer, as I mentioned. For people who are just joining us, you've not missed too much yet. It is still 0-0 between Clapton and FC Roast. As I mentioned, a win today will mean the championship. And Nielsen's ball comes into the box. It is mopped up by Roast, and he is hit in the back there. So it is going to go for a Roast clearance here. And it's Cormac Coyne with the clearance. As I mentioned, he does have a glorious beard, that man. The temptation to pull on it when you are, playing up against him must just be huge. Or even just stroke it. Okay, so Stanley on the wing. He's got 2 roast players with him. Brings it back over to Josh. Josh still stuck out on the wing. They're looking for the cross here. Comes into the box, but there's nobody there to pick it up. And Roast start making a clearance up the pitch. Ball comes into Barraclough. Barraclough in a dangerous position. Still has the ball. And it is stopped though. So the ball gets stopped there by Stefan Kilron. And he brings it back up the pitch. Josh on the right wing, showing a characteristic turn of speed there to get us into the box. Several players in to support him. Ball goes across, not quite able to convert though. There's been some good early pressure here from the Tons. They do seem to have the run of play in these opening minutes. So if you are watching this from wherever you are in the world, particularly if you're a Roast or Stonewall fan, hello, let us know where you're tuning in from. Ball coming back down the pitch now. It is Josh Adolphin with several Roast players up behind him. Roast pushing up high here. Yeah, if you want to let us know where you're tuning in from. Ball coming in, and it is cleared out by Smith. Particularly if you are a Roast or the Stonewall fan, I would say that I was going to stay neutral in the commentary for your benefit. So you might just have to put up with it. We do actually have an alternative commentary available today. I will have to get the details for you, but alongside us in our high-tech media centre, we've got a guy doing a podcast commentary, which I am assuming is going to be a bit more neutral. I think if I remember rightly, it's called, what is it called? It's called CW Sport, that one. So if you are a Roasty or the Stonewaller and you get sick of my horrendous bias, then feel free to go over to them and watch our stream, listen to their voice. I hope you all stick with me though, because obviously this is way more fun. Okay, ball coming across now. And it is kept in by Toby Mason. No, not quite actually. Just trying to cross it back into the box, but can't quite get there. So it's going to go for Amphossi for a kick here. As I mentioned, Roast are 9th in the table at the moment, but they really are to push over. Crosby going down in the midfield there. Ball coming in for Kilron. He's got a little bit of space, but it is cleared out by Coyne. And Coyne bringing it back up the other way now. So we have Fez in Morocco. I'm assuming Fez is the name and not the item of clothing that you're wearing. But it's good to hear that we're getting listened to over in North Africa. It was Kevin, was it? Oh, sorry, that was Kevin. It was not. It is someone. Well, it is Kevin in Fez in Morocco. I just saw Fez Morocco and didn't know if that was his name. But it's okay because I have a team of experts gathered around me who can put me back on track when I start just hairing off in the wrong direction. Okay, so Barraclough on the ball again, sends it out to the wing. Barraclough, one of the few players at this league, this level to have played some pro football. As mentioned, he was a Lincoln City prospect back in his younger days, and he did spend several years playing out in the United States. Okay, the ball coming across to 18. Okay, people asking for the score, so I will keep you up to date with that. We are still 0-0 here. FC Roast Clapton, as I've mentioned, Clapton need to win this game to win the league, but we are 0-0 here at around the 10-minute mark. Sherwin Stanley pressing forward here, and he does take down Connor Larkin there on the wing just down near the corner, and it is going to go for a Roast free kick.
With the ball, 10 minutes gone here. at the stray dog.
So Roast, ninth place in the league, and yeah, they're not a pushover, these guys. I think it really is just a testament to how strong this league has been this season, that these guys are doing.
No TTYSMIC, because we do have the infamous part-time shootout slot appearing today.
Yeah. So Roast actually drew 2-2 with North West London a little earlier on the season, who were really powerhouse of the league, and it's Josh on the right wing, still there. Out to Kilron there. No, Kilron Nielsen. Over to Crosby, but couldn't quite get to it. So it is going out for, what is this? I'm having to reach out a long way to see it. It is Liam Smith with the throw deep into the box, but it does hit Coyne's head there.
It's just whether they can actually get anything past Charles Beans.
So Roast only started out in 2015 as a five-a-side team. This is actually their first season of FA football. Barraclough coming forward again, and it did nearly get through to Max Taglia Pietra. I will probably have to come up with a nickname for him, because otherwise I'm going to spend a while trying to get that right. Let's call him Taggy. I like that. So yeah, ball came through to Taggy. He wasn't able to do anything with it though.
Everywhere. I've never seen so many flags. Show it! It's incredible. To this step of English people, got such a crowd, and they haven't something. They've been like this for at least an hour before.
Okay, so as we have done in the last few games, we're going to try and get some special guest commentators on. So a little bit later on, you might have Clapton defender Dean Buho giving a far more expert opinion. That is coming up for you all, so a treat to wait round for. Okay, Josh on the right wing, and Stanley is just trying to shut it down. It goes out of play for Clapton throw.
In the occasion here, what could be a title-winning season? Let's not forget that
Clouds just beginning to gather over the ground here. The wind is picking up a little bit. Could be in for a little bit of rain in the next about 15 minutes or so. As I mentioned, we're expecting 4 seasons of weather really in the next 2 hours. Ball coming into the gets it in off the rebound. Josh Aliokan gets the goal off the rebound to put Clapton into the lead. We are 1-0 here in Walthamstow. Right, let's see where we can go from here. And we are going to have a quick change in the commentary box. And Dean's going to come in and say a few words.
Come on, Clapton, we're going to win this league. That was us, come on, boys. Keep believing.
There you go, short and sweet commentary section there from Dean. Okay, so Cormac Coyne back in the midfield. Ball comes through to Barraclough. Going through to Taggy on the right wing. Comes back into the middle, but they're not able to find any space here. Okay, ball coming down on the right wing. Taggy chasing it down, but it is going to go to Amfrossi for clearance. Hopefully picking up on the noise from the fans here today. We've got a huge turnout. Previous biggest turnout was ball coming up into the crowd. Nobody there though to volley it back in, so it does just get tossed back into the field play. Yeah, so previous highest turnout was a fortnight ago. Oh, and Stefan Nielsen is tackled by a dog running onto the pitch. Now, even at this level of the game, you don't see that every day. I believe it is a little French bulldog there that was playing for Roast on the defensive side. He does have a little red handkerchief around his neck, so I don't know whether he just got mixed up as to what team he's supposed to be playing for, but I think he's immediately got himself in for a potential man of the match there for Roast. So, there's a bit of debate now about what this is actually going to mean as to who gets a kick, and it's just going to go for, well, I don't know, look like a bit of a hockey-style face-off, really, where they just drop the ball for two players. There you go, I'm being told that's a bouncer. Apologies for not knowing a technical term for that. I've been watching Clapton for 5 years and yeah, still learning. Okay, so ball into the midfield. Clapton just trying to regain possession. Crosby knocking it back into the Roast half here. So yeah, I can definitely believe that we might have broken our crowd record here. A fortnight ago it was 804 attendance, which, you know, for this level of football is absolutely giant. We were potentially looking at, ball comes through to Josh. It's a slightly contentious challenge there from Colin Larkin, but the ref doesn't call it down, so it's going to go out for a throw-in. Yeah, we were looking at the potential of getting upwards of £1,000 here today. I think it's probably slightly less than that. Probably some fans some more casual fans not coming due to weather. Okay, so we've still got people tuning in. Yeah, every time that you need that, just give me a nudge. I'll try and keep you updated. It is 1-0 to Clapton. So we are, just a sec, throw coming into the box. Goes back out to the edge of the box. Stanley gives it a hit and it does get knocked wide. So yeah, it is 1-0 at, I would say, just shy of the 20-minute mark here. And Jake Stevens crossing it a little bit long, so it does go out to Addy Oaken, our goal scorer from a little bit earlier on. Barraclough sends it up, and yeah, Taggy just trying to keep it in there, but it does go out and it's going to go for a Clapton throw. Yeah, it has been a hard-fought league competition this season. There was a stage back in January where it looked like Stonewall were going to end up walking the competition. And Josh Adiokan is taken down there at about the 2/3 line. Yeah, there was a stage in January where it looked like it was going to be Stonewall that were going to walk the league, but then they just had a bit of a collapse towards the second half of the season. I think they lost a few of their key players, and it really did just open the field up. The other potential world beaters really were Samurai, who ended up getting docked 12 points, I think it was. Otherwise, they would have ended up walking the league this season, but as it was, their title hopes ended a fortnight ago when Clapton beat them here at the Dog. Okay, so we've got Steph Nielsen now with the free kick in. Comes into the box, there's several players there. Crosby connects, but it does go over the bar. Okay, so ball comes across. Stevens sends it into the air. Nobody able to get onto the end of it though. And Colin McCoy heading it back to keeper Charles Beans. Rolled out Clapton straight on the pressure again. Really pushing for this insurance marker here. Liam Smith Liam Smith sending it over to Stevens, but it is sent out by a sliding challenge by Aidan Gale. Long throw finds Steph in the centre, fairly clear. Just sending it back now. Okay, so here is Steph's delivery in, and it is a looping header there from Stanley, but it does get cleared up by Beans.
On his touch! There you go, well done!
Good pressure there from Liam Smith, our marathon man. 3 weeks ago, ran the London Marathon for Lola's homeless charity, homeless shelter. Someone will help me out with that. A homeless charity, anyway. Raised £1,300 for him as well, so good effort from him. But looks like he's got his legs back for today. Long ball from Kilron.
There's a lot of them here. There's a lot of food and drink stands doing a roaring trade this afternoon. We've been quite quiet so far,
Liam Smith going in with the challenge. The roast player, can't see the number on his back, but hang on a second, we'll see. Did just pull up there, claimed to have been hit in the face, and is just mopping himself up a little bit. It's Bradley Barrowclough, in fact. Okay, so ball goes high in the midfield. Comes back to Jeff Ockran in the middle. So for anyone still coming in joining us, it's still 1-0 here. Oh! And Crosby is taken down by Chris Cleary in the midfield. And it is going to go for a Clapton free kick. Yeah, so it's 1-0 to Clapton here against FC Roast. A win will give them the league title today. Long hit in from Nielsen, trying to find Josh Adolphin, but couldn't quite get there. And it is going to go away.
This is our
And yeah, just in front of us now, Clapton assistant manager Stu Purcell has just kindly offered Roast our physio should they need him today. Good relationship between the two teams, as there are between pretty much all the teams in this league. Yeah, we'll have to make sure that we send him a bill though for it. Physio's out cheap.
The first half here of this what could be very much a title decider here at straight on.
So we have a corner, it's going to be Nielsen taking it. Several Clapton players forward.
Yeah, so, it sounded like
Roast have pulled back pretty much everybody here, just to try and make sure that they stay in the game here at the 25-minute mark. And it's up to Crosby. Crosby dashing in from the edge of the box, gets his head to it, but it is covered by Beans.
Get his body behind it. Slow kick, and that's a top spin over the halfway line. Brought down there by Liam Smythe on the left.
Jake Stevens on the wing. Oh! And it is a stern challenge there by Cormac Coyne.
The camera crew here.
Stern challenge there by Cormac Coyne to take down Jake Stevens. Dean behind me, Dean Buho is a little bit upset by that challenge, as you would be. Was a bit of an aggressive, challenge.
Now there's a conversation with one of the backroom team at Clapton. I don't know if it's maybe about the fact that you're not looking at an injury, no physio training. It's unusual. Certainly open my concerns
Hello to my dad, by the way, if he's watching. Said he might be watching it on the on his telly in down in Sussex. So if you're there, hi Dad.
There will be Smythe with the throw in on this left side.
So ball coming back to Adolphin there.
Back to Smythe on the left.
Back to Smith, a little 1-2 between him and Stevens. Still out on the edge of the box for Nielsen, but it is going to go away for the goal kick. moment, the run of play has been all Clapton CFC here. So hence the 1-0 lead. The Roasties have been struggling to get into our half and really have any period of applied pressure. They've had a couple of runs up, but that's been about it so far. Most of the play has been in the Roast end. And Clapton, I think Josh coming in on the edge of the box, tries to cross it through, can't quite get there though. Yeah, I think it would settle a lot of jangling nerves here at the Dog if they could just get this second goal. Just give themselves a bit of a cushion to get that one hand on the trophy. Carmack Kine coming in with, again, fairly aggressive play there against Jake Stevens. I think just staying on the right side of fouling here, but yeah, he's a tough defender. So Sherwin Stanley in the box. Not a lot of support though, lots of green and white shirts there to keep the ball away. Gets sent up into the trees in the end, and it is going to go off for a goal kick. So it's going to be Carmack Kine with the clearance. Oh, and it does just go straight to Elliot Crosby, and they do have an opportunity here now to press forward. Yeah, that kick from Kine, it was a bit of a scuff really. Nielsen just trying to head it into a dangerous position, can't quite get there. Long ball being chased down by Barraclough, but can't quite get to it. So it does go to Smith and then back to Ockranick middle. It is now out onto the wing. Tagliapietra there. Bob coming over, but it is cleared away. And some equally aggressive play there from Elliot Crosby. Taking down Toby Mason there. We can give as good as we get us, Toms, when we need to.
Cheers, thanks, no offence intended.
Come back to that. Stop working.
Okay, so we are at around, just shy of the 30-minute mark here in the first half. Clapton 1-0 still against FC Roast in a title-deciding match for them. Only a win will do today for the Toms. But if they get it, then they get league title and promotion with it. There's only one automatic promotion spot from this league. It's a league with 11 teams in it. There is potential for a second team to go up from this league, but it does depend on what the Middlesex FA decide they want to do with their Premier Division, if they want some extra teams. Steph Nielsen! Steph Nielsen from the edge of the box.
To the strap for Clapton. 1 FC Roast 0. Well, blinding game for Clapton. Will Clapton keep out the pressure on FC Roast? Let's find out from this corner. Corner taken by Steph Nielsen. It's Clapton on the corner. Steph Nielsen, number 8, is taking it. Vampire in the box. The in-swinger. Steph Nielsen, the in-swinger. One to a lovely cross. Ooh. Defending well by FC Roast. There's another corner for Clapton on the other side.
Dino gives life. Dino gives
It's the same man, Steph Nielsen, aka Christian Eriksson, in the corner.
Over this one.
Out swinger this time. Clapton leaving 3 men back. Steph Nielsen, in swinger. Well defended by FC Rose. It's a throw for Clapton. Clapton keep handling the pressure. Fancy volley. Oh, it's a drag. Sharon Stanley. Unusual. Hey. Sharon Stanley for the forward. He's in the box. Well defended by FC Rose. He's number 6. Man behind him. Track has been.
All right, that's that is Dean Bujo's moment again. I think he might just be coming in every now and again to provide his expert opinion when he wants to jump in. So we will get promoted. As I was mentioning before, I was not rudely interrupted. I'll say. Hang on, I'll tell you after this throw. Ball coming in, it's Josh looking for his second afternoon to give Clapton a 2-goal cushion here in Walthamstow. As I was mentioning, they could be going up to the Middlesex County Premier League here. And certainly the way this afternoon's going so far, I'm going to commentators curse it now, but what the hell? They could well be going there in a little bit over an hour's time.
Leading FC Rose by 2-0. It's 2 for Josh Malley. No strikes.
So just shy of ball coming in. Rose are going to need to start pushing forward here if they're going to get themselves back into this game. Long ball across to Tagliapietra, not quite able to make it though. Okay, so we've got Tagliapietra on the wing. He has gone down, claiming foul from Crosby. Crosby, a little bit of handbags here between Crosby. Tempers flaring a little bit here. Just need to keep cool head here. There's no point in getting a booking with a 2-goal lead and one hand on the championship trophy, the league trophy. So we've just heard from Andrew. The crowd of over 1,000 has been confirmed. We were hoping to get that today, and we have had it confirmed. We are in the 4 figures for probably the first time in the modern era. So great turnout for the final game of the season here. Plenty of people here looking to see Clapton win the league title. Well, hopefully. Although having said that, we've already seen 2 huge turnarounds in English football this week. Roast will be looking to try and make that a 3rd here. Crosby able to keep the ball in the box, goes out to Stanley. Stevens crosses it over, and Josh hungry for his hat-trick here. Can he notch up a 3rd before the half's out? Nielsen lobs it in. It does go a little bit wider goal though, although I think Beans did have it covered there had it been on target. So yeah, over 1,000 fans here, and you really can see it. I mean, when we played Roast back in October, there was a crowd of about 250 here who, hang on, ball coming over to Taggy, can't quite keep it in. Okay, so yeah, we had about 250 here who braved the rain in October to see a 4-4 draw between us and FC Roast. Yeah, which did have a last-minute equaliser in it. So Clapton in that game did go, I think they were 3-0 up at half-time, if I remember rightly. So Roast aren't a team who take things lying down, and we have had bigger advantages than this over Roast in the past and not been able to come away with the win. But when we did have that game with about £250, we did kind of gather everybody on this side of the pitch where now the stand is, but back then we did just have gazebos. Whereas today, fans are spilling out into the areas behind both goals, just try and get a view of play.
Hey, book him, referee, book him, man.
So Crosby is down.
Crispy, I'll get yellow cards. Just keep it. Crispy, I'll get yellow cards. You know me, refs up, just give me yellow cards.
It does look like, so there is a card out there. So, so Max Tagliapietra getting a yellow card. Yeah, as you may have heard, Dean is happy with that card. So he's going to have to be careful rest of the game today, particularly given that he was a little bit involved in the handbags earlier on as well. Ball coming over, I think it nearly hit one of the children sat on top of the Clapton dugout here. Not quite though, knocked back onto the pitch. Kilron on the wing, just bringing it over the halfway line to Crosby. Pine knocks it away though. Coming into Kilron Nielsen even. Not able to do anything with it. Play carries on, and it is trying to just make a move up there. So Stephen Hergadam, for those of you who've tuned in a little bit more recently, he did say in the run-up to this game, I would love nothing more than to see their smiles and joy turn to despair and misery as we crush their hopes and dreams. So interesting view of the game beforehand. We are very good friends with Roast, and honestly, when we go up, I'm going to miss them. They are good guys. Bought one of their shirts today that they had for sale. If you've not seen it, they have the coolest logo in English football, these guys. Okay, ball coming across to Stevens. He knocks it through to Stanley. Stanley trying to hold possession. Back to Stevens! Couldn't quite hit it through there, but it does roll to Charles Beans.
So just picked up by Beans. Did there.
So just over the...
We're going to win the league.
And now you're going to believe.
We're going to believe.
And now you're going to believe.
We're going to win the league.
Oh, and it is Roast on the edge of the box here. Brings it back to Barraclough. Oh, but it is.
Clapton's still hanging on. We have 2-0 leads. Going to half time. We've got 3 minutes remaining. Or 1 minute remaining, in fact. Correction.
We've got about
5 minutes.
Give or take. And we were a little bit late starting, so we're not able to go off exact watch time. But yeah, my big hand on my watch was pointing to a little bit after 12 when we started, so I'm waiting for the big hand to point a little bit after 9, and that'll be us.
Can't see it like he's doing this.
Using all those donations to buy said that, so we'll go on to step 7.
Okay, So Nielsen has a bit of space in the middle there, over to Stevens. Got several gross defenders there, shutting him down. And they will just get this away. So through to Tagley Pietra here on the wing. Got a little bit of space, can't chase it down though before it goes out of play, and it's going to go for another Clapton throw.
The signs outside do say that technically.
Temporary home, but our temporary more shortly it's a venue. The fact that it's sparsely populated.
So Nielsen keeps on play, but does go to Kine, and Kine sends it flying into the crowd. So yep, for anyone who is joining us, still 2-0 here. Clapton need to win the league title, and they have made a good start here today. Although, as mentioned, last time we played them here at the Dog in the league, when it was our official home game, we were 3-0 at the half and only ended up coming out of it with a 4-all tie in the end. So as I said, this is technically an away game for Clapton today. The fixture was supposed to be held in Islington at Rose's home ground, but they just didn't have the capacity for the crowd that we were expecting, so it did get moved here. That works out quite nice for us. Fun in the sun for the 1,000 fans here. Confirmed 4 figures. So good day all round for the Toms. And Jordan just trying to get it clear. And Clapton are able to retake possession. It goes to double goal scorer Josh. Double goal scorer Josh. Aoka wasn't quite able to chase that one down though. But it is going to go for a Clapton throw. Stanley making his way over. We've seen him feed several goals this season from long throws. So let's see if they can just get this goal number 3 to just give us a nice cushion and make sure that we all go into the break with nice and settled nerves. Here comes the throw. It is nice and long into the middle of the box. Out to Jake behind, but can't really do anything with it.
Very central position there, very isolated. Goal scorer for FC Rose.
So we have maybe another 2-3 minutes to play in the half here before we can all go for a break.
2 minutes to half time.
It is still 2-0 to Clapton.
By 2 goals to 0 here. And don't forget, you can send us your tweets to get mentioned here at half time. You do that on Twitter.
It's back to Fossey, who will have an opportunity to clear it away.
And also, word for those who are listening to watch the game and listen to it as well, thinking he's got come and see us.
So Dean, what's it like being on this side of the fence rather than the other side today?
It's quite nerve-wracking. I watch the Spurs. You watch Spurs, you watch your edge. You never know. But to be fair, Clapton is doing well this half. What's your prediction?
Oh, Martin. Sorry. By the way, anybody who watches and wonders who that voice is, I'm called Martin. Hello. I know prediction 2-0 at the moment. I think we're a better team than we were in October when we played these guys. I can't see a collapse happening like we had that time. So I'm gonna go 4-1 to us. What do you reckon? 5-0. Some optimistic words there from Dean for his team. Good to hear. And we are now just coming up on half time. Clapton might just have enough time here for another go before the whistle. Ball comes forward. Tagley Pietra isn't able to get onto it though, and it does get knocked up by Liam Smith. Ball's going to go for a corner. As we mentioned, only a few seconds left in the half. It's Barraclough out on the edge of the box to Tagli Pietra. He strikes! Lovely hit. Does just go over the bar. It's a toss-up there as to whether he'd have beaten Anfossi there. Anfossi was able to reach up, but yeah, that was as good an effort as they've had in the game so far. Came off a quick corner, that one. And I think if Roast are going to get back into this, you do feel it's going to come off those quick dashes in rather than sustained periods of pressure. Roast on the attack again here. It's good by Clapton though, and it's going to go out for the throw. Shortish throw to the edge of the box. Ball coming in, and there is a hit. It is covered by Anfossi. There is a light period of pressure here in the half. Roast just trying to cut that deficit to 1 before we go for the break. This is as good as we've seen Roast play in this game so far.
In possession.
Okay, so Crosby sending the ball over to Stevens.
Now long ball forward.
Stevens has several defenders though back and tries to get the cross over to Josh for his third of the afternoon, but it is mopped up by Charles Beans. And there must only be a little bit of time left in the half now. We are now coming up to 10 to 4 here UK time, and they did start just after 3 o'clock. Aidan Gale here on the 2/3 line, just trying to feed a Roast player but not able to do it. And that is going to be the half. Clapton CFC 2-0 here in their league title deciding match. So they have made a really good start here on their claim to become league champions. Clapton CFC 2, Roast 0. We'll join you again in about 15. Oh, in fact, no, we're not going to be cutting out. We're going to stick around. Well, keep the video running anyway. But play will start again in about 15 minutes. So go to the toilet, go for a smoke, do whatever you need to be doing. Restock on beers, and yeah, we'll chat to you again in about 15 minutes. But while you wait, enjoy the sounds of the stand here.
City, bankrolled by the Castle 92, leading by a goal to nil. Actually leading by 2-0 here. And there's a lot of the younger fans getting involved at half time.
Sorry, I've got security to
And obviously people seeing our merchandise. Basically, just to give you a heads up what we are basically me, a one-man band, going around England, doing non-league commentaries, and running up a lot of fuel. So it's one way of sort of trying to help cover the cost of my passion of radio and football. I hope you're enjoying the commentary so far, and don't forget you can... Oh dear. Big foot off on the pole, what a sidekick. But again, drop us a line, what's his like, MOTT, see, exactly what it says on the tin on Twitter. So basically, that's like through the crowd post ahead of the second half. They are trailing by 2 goals. It's not unthinkable they could come back from this. But the good efforts in the first half there. That's it. It was nice little kick there. Drive there on the right hand side on that second extra. Just shaved the crossbar. So Roast, maybe feeling it around the shot. They've got 2-0 down. It's not, like you said, I wouldn't be surprised if they get this ball one back. Second half. The first 5-10 minutes of the second half are going to be vital for Roast this afternoon. They are back into this game.
Yeah, and there may be something for the summer if we've got nothing else to do. Hello, Eloise. It is actually 2-0 Clapton now. It was probably about 25 minutes in. Josh Adiokan got his second goal of the afternoon. So yeah, we are in the half-time break with a 2-goal cushion now, which we're all feeling very good about.
Apparently, according to Ryan, there's at least 2,000 they've had 2,000 there.
They've got 2,000 at the point. That's probably got to be at least 18 with 19.
2 minutes.
Behind us in the cow onesie. And again, just I think that's
Okay, let's just do a quick sound check now. Someone send me a message if you can hear me. Hello. Hello, everybody. Test. Okay, we're just going to do a bit of a sound test. Apologies for the breakdown there. Thankfully, it was during half-time. You've not missed too much. They have just got back underway here. Still 2-0 to Clapton against FC Roast in this league title deciding match. Yes, as I was mentioning, they've only just got back underway though, so you've not missed too much. Glad to have your back on board though. And we've got a red card out there. Sorry, we were just having a bit of a faff around with wires, so I didn't see that. But that was yellow. No, it was yellow card. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that was a yellow card. Just from the angle that we're stood at here, it did look like a red card because he's holding both of his cards up, one behind the other. But no, it is just a yellow card for. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Todd, for helping us fix. Well, for getting in touch. Can you just send us another quick message just to let us know that the sound is on, please? While Todd is doing that for us, here comes Steph Nielsen with a free kick. Goes straight into the roast wall though, and out to Okran. Jeff Okran sending it back into the middle of the pitch. Sound is on apparently, so that is great. I will try not to use any of the more offensive swear words. Okay, Liam Smith out on the wing. Oh, very aggressive play from Liam Smith there. There was a roast player. I can't see who it is over there, but yeah, Liam Smith nearly for a roast free kick. Yeah, that was some very tasty play there. So here we are with a roast free kick early in the second half, trying to cut that 2-0 deficit. Plenty of roast players forward for it. Okay, here comes free kick. It is over the wall into the box. none of the Roast players can get the head to it though, and it is going to go out for a goal kick. For any tech heads out there who do want to know about, you know, how we do all of this here at Clapton Commentary, apparently the phone overheated. We were expecting, you know, oh, hang on, ball coming in for Josh for his third of the afternoon. It's a hit. Scuffs it though, goes across the front of goal. As it happens, we were expecting quite cold, rainy weather here today, and at the moment it is holding out. We still have some lovely sunshine here. We've taken the cover off the phone now, so hopefully that will keep it cool enough to keep running. We also do have a confirmed gate for today. It is 1,267 people came in to watch this today. That beats our previous record turnout by, what, about 463, I think. 463 more people than we've ever had at a game here at the Stray Dog. Huge four-figure turnout. And everybody enjoying the carnival atmosphere here. Oh, one ball comes through to Tagliapietra. He's got a chance. There was a
error, but Clapton's still in a 2-0. It's Clapton 2 FC 0-0. It's a breathtaking game. Will Clapton take the title? We're going to find out after this corner. It's number 8 for FC Roast. What's his name? It's James Cartley for FC Roast in the corner. He's taking the outswinger.
Roast FC, Roast is definitely not out of it. I did say the first 5-10 minutes.
FC Roast in the corner. Wow, it seems way out.
Yes, thank you, Dean, again for your contribution. Always good to get him jumping in, and particularly if I'm saying anything horrifically incorrect. Yeah, it's a real carnival atmosphere here at Clapton today. Absolutely giant turnout, plenty of families, plenty of kids. Testing, are we back? I'm very sorry about this. I mean, hopefully we will, well, I don't know, there's a cloud coming over now. Maybe that will just cool our kit down a little bit. We'll just have to, we'll just have to wait and see and just cross our fingers that the gremlins stay away. You didn't miss anything. And Roast are in offside there from that free kick, so ball goes back into Clapton possession. Roast have come out fighting here today, and it is into the centre of the field. Yeah, Roast have come out fighting here. They are looking for the comeback. Need to win today to try and keep their chase for 7th spot in the league open. Stanley and Stevens just trying to get to the ball there. A few people asking around us here, just why didn't he just swing at that and have a shot? I think he would have got that there, but it's easy to say that when you're stood on this side of the fence. Arkran managing to hold the ball in the midfield. Sends it back to Smith. Roast really pushing them here. Every time Clapton get the ball, there's several Roast players there. They do only have 11 players on the pitch, but they are managing to cover us nicely. I say they have 11 players on the pitch now just because a little bit earlier on they had a dog playing for them briefly who was able to take down Nielsen. Streaming post-match, we will, we'll have to see what happens post-match in terms of, perhaps be able to get a few players over to come and talk. We hadn't actually planned that far ahead. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, so Josh streaking forward on the right-hand side. Can't quite get the cross into Stanley, though. Ball coming out in the midfield. Nielsen holding it. Oh, front ball comes over and nearly hits the ball nearly hits the other commentary team here today. So there's two sets of commentators here today. Us doing this live stream, and also CWC Radio are also covering the game. Oh, sorry, CW Sports Radio are also covering the game. As I was saying, if you want commentary that is less horrifically biased, go there. Ball coming across, roasts on the floor and is easily stopped, and then Crosby gets taken down. So early pressure from Roast here is just setting some nerves jangling around us. This game is far from over. And Roast in the game played in October did overturn a 3-goal deficit to tie with us 4-4. So it is definitely not over. Clapton are leading 2-0 at the moment. Josh on the right wing, several Roast players in shutting him down. He has already shown himself to be a very dangerous player today with 2 goals to his name this afternoon. So ball coming back to Conor Larkin. Now Roast are still holding possession here. They're doing a lot better this half. Cormac Coyne now on the ball, just trying to push forward, but they are doing a lot better at just keeping hold of it, really. First half it was just speculative runs for the most part from Roast, and they did get a couple of good chances away, but they never really looked that threatening. This half though, I don't know whether James Carty has given them a bit of a shouting at, or possibly their defender Stephen Booher-Gadden, who has been talking it big in the run-up to this game, so maybe he's the one behind this change in form here. Ball coming through.
Quickly closed down by Stephen. Clapton still that 2-goal lead, but Roast have got very close. They've got 2 balls on the pitch.
Quick throw, and it is to Tagliapietra, crosses it in, but it is headed away by Smith.
Bring on Seb!
Okran sending it forward. Yeah, okay. Oh! And Jordan Adolphin there doing well to stop Conor Larkin from coming through in the midfield. Ball hit into the FC Roast bench there. And Sherman Stanley just taking down Larkin to send it out for another free kick here. Crosby coming through the middle. Again, very well shut down by a much tighter FC Roast defence.
Sign my tracksuit, bro. I was going to tell you it's time for eBay. Sam!
Hey, a bit of money, you know.
Cash right here.
No, he's bit. You're the type of drinks.
And it is just Smith on the far side of the pitch there. Looks to be holding his face. I think he's just taken a bit of a crack to the nose. Getting up though, but yeah, it's definitely made his eyes water, that one. And it is going for a roast free kick. And it's going to be Larkin to take it. No, it isn't. It's going to be, can't see his number. And I haven't learnt their names yet. Well, what they look like. It's Carty, in fact, James Carty. Club chairman and founder member of the club, James Carty. And oh, very nice guy. Feeds it in, but can't find any of the roast players up front. It is Josh again. Josh with a very quick turn. But ball does, ball does go out of play after a good challenge, after a good Hagaden there. Hagaden, he of the big mouth and apparently large shoulders from some of his defensive play today. Charles Bean just able to, just able to mop up that, that feed into the box. Okay. So on the right wing now, Rose just looking for another, but they are, they're not able to make anything of that push forward. It looks like we're going to get our first changes of the match. So we're having our first change on the Clapton bench. It is going to be Kamal Agdalen coming on.
Oh my God, it's safe.
Just wait and see. It's going to be player coach Jeff Okran who's getting replaced here. So Okran finishing his final appearance of the season. Brilliant first season for the Tons. Well, brilliant first season for this version of the Tons. Of course, he's been with us for a very long time with other Claptons. And yeah, now. Long ball into Taglia Pietra there on the wing, just deep in the box looking for a cross. There's a high ball coming in, but Amfossi gets to it with some good hands there.
What a mouthful encounter. FC Rose applying pressure. Oh, it's an error from FC Rose defender. It's Sharon for Clapton to Steph Nielsen. Steph Nielsen's on the ball. He brings it into box. It's Jake Steve. Oh, well defended by FC Roast. It's a corner to Clapton on the far side. Clapton 2, FC Roast 0. We've still got like another 30 minutes to go. It's Steph Nielsen over the corner. Steph Nielsen takes in swinger. It's Steph Nielsen. Clapton sending a big man into the box. It's Steph Nielsen. In the box. Ooh. Oh, lucky. It's a goal kick to FC Roast.
And Roast look like they're just getting ready to make a change here. So this is going to be, let me just check, this is Jamie Fallon who's going to be coming on, replacing turnaround number 2, Toby Mason. So yeah, Jamie Fallon to replace Toby Mason there. Yeah, with the Roast players, I just need to wait for them to turn around before I can actually tell you who they are, because yeah, I'm going off numbers for those guys. But that is still better than it has been in previous commentaries, where anyone who was watching the game last week will remember I was basically just saying Catholic to another Catholic to a third Catholic. Should say the team were called Catholic United. I'm not making assumptions about whichever god or non they may choose to, they may, whatever flavour of religion they choose. But yeah, at least I got a team sheet before today's game though, so yeah, we do have, I'm able to actually tell you who's playing. Steph Nielsen on the edge of the box, bringing it across, but it is cleared away. Not behind the goal, and it's going to go for a corner. So just waiting to get a replacement ball in. Oh no, I tell a lie, it looks like it's actually gone for a goal kick. And it is going to be Carmack Coyne to take the kick. We have a handful of Roast fans just behind their own team's goal here. I've noticed in the first half behind Roast's goal they did have an Irish tricolour flying, and that seems to have moved to the other end of the pitch now. So yeah, there are at least a handful of Roast fans here. If there are any also watching online, then hello, nice to see you. Well, not see you, nice to have you on board. Also, any Stonewallers who are watching, I imagine that your nerves are pretty shot at the moment. So Stonewall are the team who we can potentially beat today. Stonewall finished their season on 41 points. So Clapton need to beat them today in order to win the league. And at the moment, they are holding on nicely here with another about 20 minutes. With about another 20 minutes left to play. Still holding on to a 2-0 lead here with 20 minutes left to play. A win will give them the league championship and that automatic promotion to the Middlesex County Premier League. Smith just keeping it tight there in the corner. It's going out for a goal kick.
King's Angley's at DJ Bob.
Liam Smith looking very svelte these days after his London Marathon exertions a few weeks ago.
Fans that believe they will lift the trophy today. It is, of course, a title-winning match. If Clapton win today, they win the Division 1 Central East title.
So Dan Amfossey with the clearance. See, the crowds are a little bit thinner on that side of the meeting today. Over 1,200 fans watching Clapton. Okay, so we've got 3 Clapton players forward now, but none of them able to get on the end of it, and it is just going to go to Charles Beans again for Roast to clear out. Paul finds Taggy Pietra on the right wing there. Bit of a 1-2 back to Taggy. Oh, and some good aggressive defending there from Stefan Kilron to knock Taglia Pietra out of contention. Ball hoofed into the FC Roast bench there. Some of their, I know they're not dressed in football kits, they're in jeans and chinos, so I'm assuming they're not coming on later on. But they were just straying onto the pitch a little bit there. Need to be keeping inside their technical area. We've already had one dog coming on, a literal dog coming on and playing for Roast. Don't need any other extra players coming in for them. Okay, so we're going to see Clapton's second change of the afternoon. No, we're not, because the ref couldn't hear the Clapton bench over the noise of the crowd. But we will be getting a change at the next stop and play. It's going to be Louis Rene coming on. Oof, and that is, again, an aggressive challenge in the middle of the pitch against Crosby. They're really just trying to lock him out of this game. He has been a very dangerous player for us all season. And yeah, they are just really trying to shut him down. It's going to be Steph to come off. They're trying to get Steph's attention to get him off the pitch. He has now seen the bench and is going to be making way for Louis Rene here. Steph Nielsen also now bringing his season to an end. He has been a stalwart for us in the midfield with some absolute worldy free kicks and corners for us.
9 minutes.
And hopefully we're going to see him again next season. He has been a real asset to the side this year.
parties at long ball upfield. The first impact that Rene makes is to charge down that pass. And the turnover there.
Jake Stevens looking to see if he can find Sherwin Stanley. It's a little long. Charles Beans was well out of his area there, though, so if he could have connected with that, then there would have been that chance for the third goal, which should have tied the game up. Yeah, the keeper must have seen that Sherwin has a bit of a rep for lobbing keepers in this league so far. He's had, oh, hang on, ball coming in into a fairly dangerous position, but there's not enough Roast players up there to support James McCarthy. We are going to be running a goal of the season vote fairly soon, probably shortly after this game finishes at some point. For Clapton CFC members to vote. And Sherwin Stanley has had some lovely lobs this season over keepers, so perhaps that's why Charles Bean was getting forward. Ball is crossed in, trying to find Stanley. Stanley still holding on to it. It's hit by Crosby. Crosby hammers that well over the bar, but he did connect well with it. Good hit there from the edge of the box, and going to need another new ball because that has gone flying onto the roof of the 3G pitches behind us here. We're just waiting to see if they have any more balls. We might be out of balls. Nope, here we go. Steph Nielsen has managed to get hold of one, and so play will begin again shortly. Okay, so it's Jordan Adolphin in the midfield here, sending it to Stevens on the right wing to Josh.
20 minutes to go.
Slight debate here in the commentary box about who we ought to have playing for us between Jordan Adolphin and Dean Buho. Dean obviously has opinions of his own there. Oh, and it is a good hit from Stevens from the edge of the box, but he can't quite get through the tangle of Roast legs there. Do we have any other opinions out there in Tom's comments? Who should be playing in that position? Should it be Jordan or should it be Dean? Let us know. Drew, you are right. We've got about 20 minutes left. It is 2-0 for Clapton here still against FC Roast. Both goals coming for Josh Harry-Oaken in the first half. It is still, Roast have just been a lot tighter this half. They have really come out and they're not taking this game lying down here. But with 20 minutes to go, Roast do have the bit between their teeth here if they're going to get back into this. So we do have a corner now. Plenty of Clapton players forward. It would just be absolutely fantastic to get this third and just put this game to bed. Long delivery in. There are players there. Stanley trying to get the head. It's hit to the right of goal. Crosby brings it back into play. Stanley on the, just on the edge of the box. He is being swamped by Roast players here. But Clapton are holding possession. Stevens with the attack. Josh Harry-Oaken with his third of the afternoon. That's his hat-trick. And that should put this game to bed. Clapton 3, Roast 0. That has got to be also on that goal of the season. That's got to also enter our goal of the season vote at the end. Josh Harry-Oaken with his third of the afternoon there, almost certainly guaranteeing Clapton the league title here with less than 20 minutes of play left and a 3-goal cushion. It does look like Clapton are going up. And we are just getting ready for another sub here. Okay, so it is Emil Nashim coming coming on for hat-trick man Josh Adeoka. He has, he's had the game of his season this year. He's been very pacey on the wings for us all year. But yeah, he has just had an absolute blinder there. 3 goals today, and that is that performance is very likely to be the one that sends us up this year.
Josh! Did he just hit you in the ring?
So let's just comment there. Can we make the? Well, we'll see if we can have a chat with our hat-trick man in a little bit. He's still just being congratulated by his teammates, as you would very well imagine. If we can't have a chat with him during the game, then we will get him on. We'll certainly get him on post-match interviews. We do always do a Twitter vote as well for man of the match, and honestly, are we going to need to put anybody else? Are we going to need to put anybody else on that list? Could be on for the biggest landslide of the season for that vote.
Fossilo has done well. I've got to be honest, in that first 5 minutes after the restart, the save, that one-handed goal save, really, that could have turned things round for Roast. But again, this game of football, fine margins are results made.
Captain Jake Stevens in the box. He is brought down, but there's no call. Ref, quite a long way from that. He's still just kind of crossing around the middle of the pitch. But yeah, I think they were lucky to get away with not incurring a penalty there. Ball coming straight in, and I duck and put my hands over my face like a pansy, but it does just go safely to the left of me, and my face remains unbroken.
That's actually caught the lid off the camera crew, so they're in the wars this afternoon.
So the man here is with the ball is Stephen Buhagadan, the man who during the week quoted as, "I would love nothing more than to see their smiles and joy turn to despair and misery as we crush their hopes and dreams." That's him there. He is making an effort to ignore me there, even though I was stood about 3 foot behind him. But I'm pretty sure that he heard. So we are on the right wing of the pitch here with Roast again. Ball coming forward, but yeah, Barraclough did just pull up pretty short there. He wasn't even really facing the ball. Hopefully, so yeah, we've got probably 10 minutes, maybe just shy of 10 minutes left to play. Taken out of Roast sails. It would be just good to see him go down fighting here today.
The first half it's been difficult for them. The second half so much more.
We've got Tromsø, Northern Norway, somebody just saying. That's like way up on the top, isn't it? Isn't that where they found that beluga whale about a fortnight ago? Hopefully, must be nearly at 24-hour sunlight there as well up in Tromsø. Sun here has been beating down all afternoon as it happens. We were expecting to have a bit of a crazy weather day today with some heavy showers. There were some very heavy showers this morning here in E17, but it has stayed dry for the over 1,200 fans. Ball comes in to Roast are able to clear it out. But yeah, the sun has stayed shining here for the over 1,200 fans in attendance. which is good because we've only got the one covered stand here, which I don't think you'd fit. Yeah, well, is burst into capacity anyway here. I've actually spent most of the game in my t-shirt, which has been, which is probably a first for, well, since around September, October time. There is a card there for Yassine Rabia for his challenge on roast. Cormac Coyne with the free kick in, floats it in to Max Tagliapietra, and it's going to go out for a corner for them to take. Time is running short here. We're probably about 6-7 minutes of regular time left to play. So we've just had a question about subs. So the league that we are in, it's rolling subs. You can have pretty much as many substitutions as you want. And you can also take a player off and bring him back on, as we did in the Jim Rogers Cup final. Whether that changes when we get up to the Middlesex County Premier Division, as it very much looks like we're going to be, I'm not sure at that level. Another interesting development. In the Premier, another interesting development for next season, which is being trialled at these lower level leagues, is going to be having sin bins next season as well. So that'll be where, if there is quite a heavy challenge and maybe a card, ball comes up, and Louis Rene there nearly taking out our camera position. But we're still here. So as of next season in these lower level leagues, if there is a bit of a dirty challenge, then the individual could potentially be sent to a sin bin for 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, ball coming into Stanley. He's got a bit of space on the right of the pitch here. Several Clapton players coming forward to support. Still Stanley. No, it is cleared away now. Just been told, actually, it might be for dissent rather than rough play that you can get 5 minutes in the sin bin. Which, I think that'd be helpful. I mean, you don't quite get it so much at this level, but certainly a lot higher up, it does get on my nerve a lot of it. So it will be good to see that and just see if it makes a difference in the game, really. So there is... So that was Louis Rene on the right of the pitch there. Well, just in the middle of the box, just hitting it to the right of goal. Came very close to getting our fourth of the afternoon, though. Time running down here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe about 4 or 5 minutes of regular time left to play. Clapton 3-0 up. It will take a collapse rarely seen outside of an England Test innings now to not be going up to the next division with the league title in our hands.
The headlines being by Andy Oaken at the moment.
Come on, boys! Come on, Sham!
Crosby just looking for a man there. That is, Aidan Gale taking down, taking us down there in the middle of the pitch. So it is, it was Kamal Aklan there who went down, and it looks like it's going to be taking a free kick. Got another couple of Clapton subs coming on, probably just looking to, just get their final run out of the season here. So we've got Shamdar coming on, number 17, and Coach Shamdar coming on, number 17, and number 14, Andrew Lastic. So it is going to be Elliot Crosby, our captain for the day, making way and passing the armband over to Captain Fantastic, Andrew Lastic. And the other player coming off is Jake Stevens.
And Jake Stevens has gone as well.
I do like the new Elliot Crosby song, by the way. So ball coming in, but can't find anybody. Yeah, the new Elliot Crosby song, which I only heard for the first time last week, actually, to the tune of Zombies by the Cranberries. He's in your head, Crosby. I I was going to sing it, but I imagine that a lot of you will stop watching at that point if I were to. But yeah, it's one of my favourites. And the noise really is starting to build up here now, here at the Stray Dog. Fans are nowhere near as nervous as they were, and they are just starting to get into party mode here on this sunny Saturday afternoon, where they are going to see the Tons win their first league title in their 1 year history.
7 minutes to go.
So we are now at quarter to 5 here, UK time. We kicked off a little late, so this half started about 3 or 4 minutes past, about 3 or 4 minutes past 4. So yeah, we have maybe a minute or two of regular time remaining. Probably going to get about, tends to be about 3-4 minutes of extra time. Doesn't seem to make a huge difference how many stoppages we have in this league, really. I think the refs just kind of make it up as they go along. Certainly, all the Clapton fans today are just going to want to see this over now and get celebrating. So it's Shamdar on the wing, having to deal with some heavy challenges there from Cormac Coyne, and he boots it, and it does just gonna go for the roast free kick. It's gonna be Coyne with the free kick. That beard is just glorious. Tom's fans in full voice now singing that we are going to win the league. Yeah, I don't know what odds you'd get us not going up now. It is really party time here in Walthamstow.
It does what their job done for the visitors are saying at their own ground. Kill one. Link up now with Machine. It's a nice stick play here, and there's a saver. It's a stray pass.
Well, just getting knocked around here. So we've just had a message asking us whether Clapton are going to Leipzig this summer. Yes, they are. We're going to be over there playing. Hang on, just let me talk through this. Nope, it is cleared away by Clapton. Up forward to Shamdar. I think Shamdar's get called down there for a that was shoulder to hand, maybe. A bit close. So we are going to be playing a game against Roter Stern Leipzig. I don't think there's been confirmation of date yet, but maybe my cameraman will correct me on this. It's going to be early August, so probably first or second weekend of August if you are over in Germany. Guten Tag. Ich hoffe, du hast eine schöne Nachmittag. Hopefully we'll see you in Leipzig. I think we're also looking to get a game arranged against Tennis Berlin as well. Potentially, we'll wait and see on that one. But yeah, we are definitely going to be playing against Leipzig. So, ball coming in now into the box, looking for this, just looking for this fourth, just to finish the humiliation. Not quite able to get it though. So we are here now, just on the edge of the commentary area, with it looks like Prosecco, it might be cider or Lambrini or something, ready to pop, because we are minutes away. We must only be 1 or 2 minutes left with the match now. And the champagne, the Prosecco cork is aimed firmly at Stupasel's head, but there could be a final twist here. Not quite. Bradley Barraclough, the Lincoln City prospect, not quite able to get the compensation goal there. Consolation, I mean, not compensation.
Of a regular, I'm going to get one. I've got a laptop cover.
Has been a fantastic achievement this season. Founded in July last year, Clapton CFC, and we are definitely now taking the league title at our first to get us to this stage, and of course the fantastic efforts of our team. And they all absolutely deserve this. It's going to be a fantastic year next year, I can feel that. Commiserations will go to Stonewall. They played a really good first half of the season, and they really were looking on down from the Premier Division last year. Were looking to just bounce straight up, and they have been unlucky not to do so. Good friends with Stonewall, and I'm sure that we will see it again at some point in the future, but we're not going to be seeing them next year because we are going up. Or maybe we will see them. Yeah, cameraman has said, as I was mentioning, league politics might mean that the second team goes up, but we'll wait and see. We're assuming maybe. Okay, so Tagliapietro on the right wing now in the dying minutes of the game. Ball comes through, but there isn't a Rose player around to pick it up.
Get his body in the way at the back there, just when Rose looks to have an opportunity again.
It's now 10-5 here. 10-5, as I mentioned, we kicked off shortly after 4. There's got to only be a little bit of time left, and we've got. And yes, we have just hit the triple figures in our viewing as well. That is, I think that's the first time our live stream has got triple figures. So thank you very much all for tuning in as well. I hope, I hope you've enjoyed the afternoon with us. Ball coming over to Stanley on the wing. It is hit away though by Roast. I don't think there are going to be any more words from Dean this afternoon now. The players are gathered on the edge of the pitch here, just waiting for this coronation to happen.
And all I'll say is, at full time, we probably won't hear too much because it's going to go absolutely bonkers.
It's just going to be a final substitution here.
Comes on, makes way for the captain, Chris Cleary.
So that is going to be, I don't know who that is, actually number 19, I've not got it written down. But just giving it a little bit of a run now this afternoon. Final minute of play, surely. No! And Clapton's still in the box for final strike to make it 4, just to put the cherry on top of the afternoon. And we are Lagos. Okay, so we've got someone in Lagos, Nigeria watching us as well. That is, it has been good while we've been doing these live streams. We have met a lot of new friends around the world.
He's got 2 of them. And is he going to pop up and get a goal? That'll be poetic.
I do sometimes wonder just, I don't know how you all end up finding out about this. Is this just kind of general YouTube, Facebook scanning for us, or probably the shirt story? A lot of people from the shirt story earlier on in the season. It has been a bad year with all of that. The season started off with the game, very similar day to today actually, a very nice sunny day in Ealing in front of the world's media, because it was just after the shirt story broke. So we had about 4 different international news crews with us then. No news crews today, just us and the other guy who's doing audio commentary. But this day has just been, this is the better day to be here. Clapton on the brink of their league title. Roast not letting this lie down, but that's it. The game is over, the season is over. Clapton CFC are going up to the Middlesex County Premier League at the first time of asking here. Brilliant effort by FC Roast there to give us a good run, but in the end it is a Josh Adiokan hat-trick that makes the difference here today. This is, absolutely fantastic. Fans are just going absolutely crazy. there's not. I don't really have anything more to say at this moment in time. I'm getting a little bit emotional, if I'm honest. Wow, yes, good days, happy days. Let's see if any of the fans want to, I don't know, scream and shout for us. Say woo.
Roast come off and
Captain, well
Brilliant day today. And there are kids on the pitch down at the end. Kind of children's pitch invasion. The rest of us being very well behaved.
Not seen scenes like this. And fans in jubilation. I've never said I say this. It's a good dozen afternoon. We did have, of course, one broke free and drawing out some real bad punts. Thank you very much for listening this afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed that.
Thank you for your kind of comments and thanks to us as well here. Myself, Martin Fletcher, and Paul have both been, working quite hard on getting all of this to a stage where it is watchable, and we're glad that you've enjoyed the coverage. We are going to finish the stream for now. Stay on board though if you've got nothing else to do this afternoon, because we're going to see if we can get some player interviews. Keep an eye on our YouTube channel. We're going to see if we can get some player interviews once they finish celebrating. But for the moment, from me, Martin Fletcher, thank you for watching, and we're going to sign off.
Cambridgeshire tomorrow afternoon at Ely City for a big charity match, charity match, fundraising.